السلام علیکم ناظرین، خوش آمدید. میں ہوں آپ کی خدمت میں حاضر ڈاکٹر اعجاز قریشی اور یہ ہے ولنگ ویز کا فورم. یعنی کہ ولنگ ویز بنیادی طور پہ ایک ری ہیبلیٹیشن سینٹر ہے، مگر ہم آپ تک جو پروگرام پہنچاتے ہیں وہ ہمہ جہت ہوتے ہیں. یعنی کہ مختلف موضوعات کو لے کر ہم آپ سے کنیکٹ کرنے کی کوشش کرتے ہیں. اور آج جو ہم آپ سے ملاقات کر رہے ہیں ذرا سی مختلف، ذرا سی اچھوتی ہے، اور اس میں ہمارے پاکستان سے تعلق رکھنے والے لوگ، جس طرح انگریزی کا ایک لفظ ہوتا ہے ڈایاسپورا، یعنی کہ تعلق تو پاکستان سے ہے مگر اب وہ پاکستان میں نہیں رہتے اور کینیڈا میں رہتے ہیں. مختلف اس وقت جو ہے ان کی سکونت جو ہے وہ کینیڈا میں ہے. تو دو ایسی لڑکیاں ینگ اور عزم سے بھری ہوئی، ان سے آپ کی ملاقات ہم کرا رہے ہیں. اور مقصد یہ ہے کہ ان کا جو ایک مشن ہے اور جو ایک ان کی زندگی کا مقصد ہے اس ینگ ٹینڈر ایج پہ، وہ آپ سے روح شناس کرایا جائے اور ساتھ میں ان سے ذرا گپ شپ کی جائے تاکہ پتہ چلے کہ پاکستان میں رہنے والے اور پاکستان سے دور بسنے والے جن کا تعلق جو ہے اس دھرتی ماں سے ہے، ان کے اندر کیا کیا سوچ کی مماثلت ہے اور کیا کیا فرق جو ہیں وہ آ جاتے ہیں. تو مزید کسی تعارف کے بغیر میں آپ کی ملاقات کرا رہا ہوں ٹوین سسٹر سے. السلام علیکم.
السلام علیکم.
اور میرے ساتھ ادھر تشریف رکھتی ہیں مریم رحمان، جو کہ چند منٹ بڑی یا چھوٹی ہوں گی نوال رحمان سے، کیونکہ یہ دونوں ہیں آئیڈینٹیکل ٹوین سسٹرز، جڑواں بہنیں. اور آپ مریم مجھے بتائیے کہ آپ دونوں میں سے بڑا کون ہے؟
میں بڑی ہوں.
آپ بڑی ہیں. کتنی بڑی ہیں آپ؟
10 منٹ بڑی.
10 منٹ بڑی ہیں آپ لوگ سے. اور یہ جو ایک آپ لوگوں کا ٹوین ہونا ہے، یہ آپ کو کیسا لگتا ہے؟ ایک بہت ہی پیارا ساتھ لگتا ہے، کیونکہ آپ ماں کے شکم میں بھی اکٹھی تھیں اور پھر جب سے اس دنیا میں آپ وارد ہوئے تب بھی اکٹھے ہیں. سو یہ جو ایک کامریڈری ہے، یہ جو ایک ساتھ ہے، یہ اچھا لگتا ہے. یہ کبھی کبھی لگتا ہے کہ آپ جیسے سائمیز ٹوینز ہوتے ہیں وہ جڑے ہی ہوتے ہیں. سو ہاؤ ڈو یو فیل اباؤٹ اٹ؟
I think it's really good. Like, we've realized that like we're like the best friends. We like each other for each other. Like, if we try to find someone else, like, you can find friends but they come and go, but we're always going to be there for each other. So we've really like understood that, especially when we came into high school in grade 9, and now we're like best of friends, and you can't separate us. So it's really good. Yeah, and just another thing to add to that, ever since like primary school, we were always like, we were totally separate. We wanted to go into different fields, and then like as soon as we came together, I guess, and started to do more things together in high school, like we became inseparable for the past like 4 or so years. Otherwise we like developed as like in our own personalities and everything, but now we realize that together we're able to do so much more than we are alone. So.
اچھا مجھے یہ بتائیے، ایک گو میں، ایک ہی سانس میں میں دو مختلف سوال آپ لوگوں سے پوچھنے لگا ہوں. ایک سوال تو یہ ہے کہ لوگ کہتے ہیں کہ 1 اور 1 11 ہوتے ہیں. یعنی اگر کوئی شخص اکیلا ہے، تنہا ہے، اگر اس کے ساتھ ایک اور بھی مل جائے تو اس کا آگمنٹڈ ایفیکٹ ہوتا ہے. یعنی 1 + 1 is not just 2, it is 11. ایک تو یہ سوال ہے. دوسرا سوال یہ ہے کہ جیسے ابھی نوال نے کہا ہے کہ بھائی گو کہ آپ دونوں بہنیں ہیں، جڑواں بہنیں ہیں، مگر اپنی اپنی انفرادی انڈیویجول شخصیت بھی ہے. تو کچھ معاملات میں جب آپ ایک دوسرے کو جانتے بھی ہیں اور پھر ایک دوسرے کے ساتھ کسی بات پہ اختلاف بھی ہو جاتا ہوگا. تو یہ دونوں سوالوں کا آپ نے جواب دینا ہے، پہلے آپ نے اور پھر آپ نے.
ہمیں بہت اس طرح لگتا ہے کہ ہم اکٹھے کام کرتے ہیں تو ہم بہت زیادہ کچھ کر سکتے ہیں. we're stronger together, and that's really good. And I feel like in terms of the individual personalities, we provide different perspectives. If we're trying to make a decision, if we're working on a project or something, often we come up with the same ideas, but then also if one of us is thinking something, the other person has a different perspective, and then they can like say, oh, let's not do this like this, let's do it like this, and then we both work on it together. So if we were exactly the same, we would be able to come up with projects or be able to do things in like one way, but like because we have our individual personalities, we're able to come up with like a better final result because we both put in our like what we're thinking and what our ideas are, and I think that's where it comes in. And if we matlab agar ikhtilaf hota hai hum usko discuss kar lete hain, ladai zyada nahi hoti hamari, especially jab hum kaam kar rahe hote hain to hum welcome karte hain dusre opinion ko. Agar kuch different karna ho to wo hame acha lagta hai iski bajaye ke ek hi banda approve kar de, pھر hame lagta hai ki matlab wo zyada time nahi de raha us baat ko. Agar کوئی ڈفرینٹ نہیں سوچا تو پھر ہم کوشش کرتے ہیں کہ ہم دونوں اگر کچھ الگ الگ سوچنا ہو تو پھر وہ اس کو اکٹھا کر کے کچھ اچھا کر لیں. I think she couldn't have put it like, you know, any way better. Like I definitely think that together we're stronger because پہلے بھی ہم جب all throughout primary school we were in separate classes, so we had to, you know, deal with having different partners for projects and things like that. We had our own schedules, whatever. As soon as we came to high school, we were in some of the same classes, so we could, you know, we could be partners in things and we could do projects together. تو پھر ہم جب ساتھ کام کرتے تھے یا کسی پروجیکٹ پہ ایک ساتھ کام کرتے تھے وہ بہت بہتر ہوتا تھا کیونکہ ہم دونوں بہت ہارڈ ورکنگ ہیں, ہم دونوں ایکول ایفرٹ ڈالتے ہیں کسی چیز میں. اور وہی بات جو میری پہلے بول رہی تھی, like whenever we work together and we have opposing opinions, we work with that and we, you know, move forward that way. So it's like having anyone else in, you know, doing work with you who has a different opinion. You use it in a positive way and you can add on to each other's ideas, not just have one track or one way to do things.
مجھے یہ بتائیے کہ سبلنگ رائیولری, یہ بہن بھائیوں میں, بہنوں میں آپس میں ایک جو ہے نا مخاصمت, جس کو ہم رائیولری آپ انڈرسٹینڈ کرتے ہیں, یعنی کہ ان کے اندر ایک کمپٹیشن, ایک دوسرے سے سبقت لے جانا, ایک دوسرے کے اوپر بھاری پڑ جانا, ایک دوسرے کے ساتھ کمپیٹ کرنا, یہ ہوتا ہے. آپ میں بھی ہے؟
ہم میں اس طرح کہ if we both try to like work hard so that we get the same marks, and like matlab in a project or whatever we both work equally hard and we both end up getting the same thing, or tests like we study together and whatever. If one person does do better, they feel bad that the other person didn't do as well. So our effort is always in making sure we're both doing just as well. So like if we're like going into university, we ended up like wanting to go to the same university, and then we were both working really hard to make sure we did really well so that we would both get in, not just one. So another thing is, I think our parents have always like never like compared us, right? So if one of us, like when we were younger, got like a higher mark in one thing and the other one didn't, they wouldn't be like, oh, you should try to be like her too, aapke kitne marks aaye, is tarah kabhi nahi kiya. Aur is wajah se, because they treated us as individuals, we never compared to each other. And even like with the other students in our class, like we were never competitive people. We just believed that you're responsible for your own success and that you should focus on yourself, not anyone else.
آپ کے اور بہن بھائی بھی ہیں؟
نہیں,
جسٹ ٹو آف یو. سو وہ کمپٹیشن نہیں ہے, بس آپ ہیں اور امی ابو. کوئی ایسا آپ کو لگتا ہے نوال کے امی ابو کو فیوریٹزم کرتے ہیں آپ دونوں میں؟
نہیں, اس طرح نہیں لگتا. ہم دونوں سے بہت پیار بھی کرتے ہیں اور ہمیشہ کوشش ان کی یہی ہوتی ہے کہ ایکولی ٹریٹ کریں ہر چیز میں. اور sometimes there's like certain things that she likes more and I don't like, so they cater to our individual interests too, but they've never like, you know, favored any one of us. I think for us it's like we're only children, except we're not lonely, so we get all the attention and then we get each other too, so we're not
تو یہ آپ کی چوائس ہے کہ آپ لوگوں نے ڈریسنگ ملتی جلتی کی. تو آپ اسٹوڈیو جب تشریف لائے تو یہ جو آپ کے ہیڈ اسکارفس ہیں یہ بھی گرین کلر کے تھے. تو ہمارا جو اپنا ایک اندر کا سلسلہ ہے اسٹوڈیو کا, اس کی وجہ سے ہم نے آپ کو ریکویسٹ کی کہ ہیڈ اسکارفس چینج کر لیں. بٹ یو آر آئیڈینٹیکلی ڈریسڈ. از اٹ بائی چوائس اور از اٹ بائی ڈیزائن؟
No, I mean when we were younger, like our mom would dress us alike because ان کو شوق تھا, ان کو اچھا لگتا تھا. پھر بعد میں جب ہم تھوڑے سے بڑے ہونا شروع ہوئے پھر ہم خود ڈریس سیم کرتے ہیں. وہ بلکہ کہتی ہیں, اماں کہتی ہیں کہ ہم ڈفرینٹ کپڑے پہنے یا کچھ ڈفرینٹ ٹرائی کریں, لیکن ہمیں اس طرح اچھا لگتا ہے.
اچھا, زبردست ہو گیا. اچھا جی, آپ کو یہ لگتا ہے کہ جیسے دو دماغ جو ہیں, ایک اور دو, یعنی جیسے میں ہوں, تو اگر میرے پاس یہ ایڈوانٹیج ہو کہ میرے پاس ایک اور دماغ ہو جو کہ میں نے لینڈ آؤٹ کیا ہو, باہر پڑا ہو, اور میں اس کو بھی جیسے ہارڈ ڈسک, جیسے آپ کے کمپیوٹر کی ہارڈ ڈسک ہوتی ہے, پھر ایک اور پھر جو انرجی لیولز ہیں آپ لوگوں کے, ایک شخص کے انرجی لیولز ایک حد تک ہوتے ہیں, تو وہ آپس میں ان میں پرابلم آتا ہے. یہ جو برین ایک ایکسٹرا آپ کو ملتا ہے, اینگلز زیادہ ملتے ہیں, ڈائیورسیفیکیشن زیادہ ملتی ہے, ایکسپیرینسز آپ لوگوں کو زیادہ ملتے ہیں, ان سے ہیلپ ہوتی ہے. اور انرجی لیولز یا آپ لوگوں کے سونے, جاگنے, کھانے پینے کی جو ہیں مختلف ہیں, کیونکہ اس سے پھر ہمارے دن کی روٹین مختلف ہو جاتی ہے.
نہیں, ہماری دن کی جس طرح ہم ہر وقت ایک ساتھ ہی ہوتے ہیں, سب کچھ ایک ساتھ ہی کرتے ہیں, تو سب کچھ نہیں ہوتا ہے. یا ان ٹرمز آف مطلب energy levels, like اگر کوئی ایک بندہ, like if someone's sick, then the other person's going to do all the work, or like we switch on and off, and we work really well together. So like if we're trying to manage school work and a lot of extracurricular activities that we do, we manage it so that like, you know, one person works on their homework and the other person is doing extracurricular, then we switch. And so we work really, really well together, alhamdulillah. Like we're able to you know, split up our time and where we're putting our energy in like a certain like part of the day or whatever. We split it up and we work so well together that we're able to do that. So our routine and like how we go about, you know, throughout our day, like we're able to manage that because we work so well together. So yeah.
نوال, آپ یہ بتائیے
جی
کہ وہ کون سی ایسی خصوصیات اور گڈ پوائنٹس اور اسٹرینگتھس ہیں جو کہ آپ کو لگتا ہے کہ مریم میں ہیں اور اس سے آپ کو ایج ملتا ہے, اور یہ بھی بتائیے کہ آپ میں کون سی ایسی ویکنیسز ہیں جو مریم میں نہیں ہیں.
In terms of strengths, I think that I focus on my own strengths, not really what, you know, like we both have each other's strengths. Just something that I would like to say is that sometimes when like we have to talk to people, like she's a little bit more reserved and like she's more of an introvert, and I'm the one who like will be more willing to go out and talk to people. So like if she doesn't want to do, like if we're going into a store, she doesn't want to you know, order something, then I'll be the one who goes up and orders it. So it's that kind of thing. But mostly like we're pretty much the same strengths and weaknesses. I guess in some subjects like math, or when we were younger, like I used to be better sometimes, she used to be better. Like it just changes all the time. We're very similar though. Like there's not really like certain strengths and weaknesses in terms of that way.
Mariam?
I would say I don't know, like perhaps she's a bit more patient. I think she can do a lot of like we used to edit like videos on our old laptop, and it's very slow. It used to be very slow, now we got new ones, but editing videos on there, it would take like a whole day to like do a few edits, and like I don't have the kind of patience to like wait for it and stuff, and then she would do that. Me on the other hand, I feel like I can, like when it comes to creative stuff, like art, or like if we're trying to design something, so then I'll be the one to do that stuff. And or like like if we're creating like a sign for like one of our clubs or whatever, like I do all the artistic stuff, whereas she can like do more, like I can work on like editing videos and stuff too, but she mostly does that because she has like patience to like wait for it to load and everything. But like I can just like have a paper in front of me and like do the art and draw it like in my own time and not have to wait for anything, you know. So in that sense we kind of work around that as well. But other than that, like we're pretty much the same, I would say too. We have the same strengths and weaknesses.
Right. آپ کو پتہ ہے نا کہ ہمارا جو لیفٹ برین ہے, ہمارا جو برین ہے اس کے دو حصے ہوتے ہیں, رائٹ ہیمسفیئر اینڈ لیفٹ ہیمسفیئر. تو جو ہمارا لیفٹ ہیمسفیئر ہے, دیٹ از مور لاجیکل, دیٹ از مور فگرز, فیکٹس, سائنس, whereas our right brain is more in tuned with emotions, creativity, imagination, futuristic. So how would you see that propensity in both of you? Because what I picked up from what you were telling me was that like you're more towards the creativity, arts and music and all that.
Yeah.
So how do you see that difference?
I think that we're both good at both things, but like there's different types of art that, you know, she prefers. So she prefers like drawing and stuff. I prefer writing. Like I used to write like books all the time. I'm still writing a book, you know, like creative writing I really, really like. It's not like arts or like the science and things like that. It's about patience, like what she was talking about. So again, like writing a book is something that takes a lot of patience. So like I have the patience to be able to write that thing, and she can write poems or something like that. That's, you know, faster. So I think both of us like both things. It's just a matter of who can sit down longer to do one certain task. And I think it's also like for us, I feel like we're both like would be on the right side because I mean, in terms of science and stuff, we would take those subjects in school, math, science and everything, and we would get the same marks as like arts courses, but we would have to work much harder to get those same grades in science and math than we would for like English or stuff, because it would come a lot easier to us. Yeah.
अच्छा, ये तो थी बातें आप दोनों के मुतालिक. अब मुझे ये बताइए कि आप पाकिस्तान में हैं
जी,
और आप रहते टोरंटो में हैं. आप कैनेडियन नेशनल्स हैं और आप वहाँ कैसे पहुँच गए और आपका पाकिस्तान के साथ कनेक्ट क्या है, आप बताइए नवाज.
जी बिल्कुल. हम जब हम पहले पाकिस्तान में ही रहते थे. हम पाकिस्तान में 5 सालों के लिए रहे थे और फिर हम उधर गए थे अपनी स्टडीज़ के लिए. तो हमें कनाडा भी बहुत अच्छा लगता है और पाकिस्तान हमें तो ऑब्वियसली.
कितने साल के थे जब?
5 साल.
5 साल.
तो पाकिस्तान ऑब्वियसली इट्स आवर होम कंट्री. हम इधर से हैं तो हमें सब कुछ अपना अपना लगता है. हम इधर like every so often we come back और हम अपने इस तरह इधर सोशल वर्क भी करते हैं और काफ़ी ज़्यादा हम काम जब भी इधर आते हैं हम करते हैं, फैमिली से भी मिलते हैं. हमारा दिल है कि हम पाकिस्तान की जिस पॉजिटिव इमेज दिखाएं पूरी दुनिया को, और जो हम अभी काम कर रहे हैं एजुकेशन पे या फिर जर्नलिज्म के थ्रू, हमारा दिल करता है हम वो सब कुछ पाकिस्तान में भी लाएं और like whatever our strengths are, we're able to use those to create change in the country and improve it as much as possible.
ठीक हो गया. अच्छा, अब ये बताइए कि अभी आप लोगों ने हाई स्कूल फिनिश कर लिया. तो आपका पैशन क्या है, ड्रीम क्या है और उसको आप परसू कैसे कर रहे हैं?
हमारा दिल है कि हम सोशल सेक्टर में काम करें, जिस तरह कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन शुरू करें, यूनाइटेड नेशंस के साथ काम करें. तो लेकिन फ़िलहाल हमें पता है कि जनरली हमने इस area में काम करना है. So we want to our degree hopefully will be in international relations, where we get to study economics, history, politics, sociology, politics, all these types of subjects, so we get a better understanding of like what we want to do specifically. But for now, that's what we're thinking, and we just want to give back however way we can, right? Like in whatever way we can, to Pakistan, to Canada, or like our community wherever we live. But hopefully, we believe that Pakistan will probably need us more than Canada, because the issues here are, different from over there. Obviously, there's problems over there too, but we've always wanted to become something and then be able to come back and serve Pakistan in some way. So that's the goal.
ख़ास issues क्या हैं जो आपको नज़र आते हैं कि कनाडा और पाकिस्तान के मुख्तलिफ हैं? ख़ास तौर पे इस एंगल से आपने देखना है, जैसे पाकिस्तान से ताल्लुक़ रखने वाले जो पाकिस्तानी वहाँ पे बस रहे हैं, उनको क्या स्ट्राइकिंग डिफरेंसेस नज़र आते हैं पाकिस्तान और कनाडा की लाइफ में?
I think definitely like education is a big difference. People in Canada are like, you can find like a lot of people who are more educated. There's a low low level of people who are not educated. So over here there's a lot of people who do not have an education, who live below the poverty line. You can see that difference, right? There's also, in terms of like class differences, in Canada you can't tell if someone's like really rich or if someone's like not so rich. Like there's literally like everyone has opportunities to become better for themselves, and there's no like real, I guess there's no like differences between the classes. In Pakistan, there's a very clear division of the classes, and it's really hard for someone who is, working on the streets to build their way up to, the elite society or whatever. That's a big change between the two countries. And education, as I was saying before, access to education in Canada is very, very easy. Everyone has access to education, at least 12 years of free quality education. Pakistan, it's not really the case. There's people who, even if they have access to it, they choose not to, like whatever, the social environment may be, they choose not to send their kids to school sometimes because of poverty and things like that. So those are the main differences.
Ji, Mariam.
And I think in terms of like issues that exist in Canada, it's more like of a hidden thing, like the indigenous population, and we would like to work on that as well. I think like in our regular provinces, everything is really good, but like in terms of quality of life of the indigenous, like the original people that were in Canada, that's something that can
What
be worked
did they
on.
call
for sure.
the indigenous
The
people?
indigenous people. That's
That's what they're
yeah,
called?
that's what
They're like
called.
Red Indians?
Yeah, you would say that, but like now, like
That's considered
because there's different tribes, right? So there's like to say that and apply that to all of them would be disrespectful in that scenario. So
and
like,
even like
yeah.
the word Indian, it was like first when the British came to Canada or America, they were looking for India, and so the people that they saw there, they called them Indians when they're not Indians.
They're
at all.
So they don't like to be called like
no,
that?
No. They
Yeah,
don't.
and
So
that's
what do
the-
they call? Apaches?
No, they're called. So there's different groups, right? There's like there's the Métis who are like a mix of French and natives. There's the Cherokee tribe. Like there's all these different
Cherokee,
tribes.
yeah.
But you call them all indigenous, so they're all indigenous people who are
ओके
yeah.
अभी मुझे ये बताइए कि आपने कुछ फ़र्क मुझे बताए कि कनाडा में लोगों का जो है वो तर्ज ज़िंदगी जो है उसमें इतना फ़र्क पता नहीं चलता कि कौन अमीर है कौन गरीब है कौन जो है वो जो एक लकीर है गुर्बत की लकीर उससे नीचे है और कौन जो है वो एजुकेटेड जो है वहाँ पे एजुकेशन के तालीम के मौक़े ज़्यादा हैं ये आपने मुझे चंद बातें तो बताई मुझे ये बताइए कि पाकिस्तान में आपने कहा कि आपको लगता है कि आप लोग ज़्यादा काम कर सकेंगे बनिस्बत कनाडा के कौन से एरियाज़ हैं जहाँ पे आपको लगता है कि पाकिस्तान में काम आप बहुत अच्छे तरीके से कर सकते हैं और आप अभी इतने यंग हैं तो आप अपनी ज़िंदगी में बेहतर तरीके से पाकिस्तान में काम भी करेंगे ये मेरा था पहला सवाल दूसरा ये था कि क्या आपको ये लगता है या नहीं लगता कि आप किसी तौर पे पाकिस्तान के सफ़ीर हैं एम्बेसडर्स हैं इन कनाडा
I think in terms of work that we can do in Pakistan, inshallah जब हमारी education हो जाएगी और हम मतलब किसी कोई job करना शुरू कर देंगे हम यहाँ पे आके education पे काम कर सकते हैं improving the quality of education and maybe maintaining like a standard of like and introducing things like skills and even I feel like that change needs to happen kind of in Canada as well
just like changing the curriculum and things like that.
Kind of changing the curriculum and then making sure that everyone has access to education and like implementing that throughout the country. Like I understand like there's probably laws for that already, but in terms of implementing them, no, like there's no system really to keep them in track. Like even in our village, like kids could be dropping out and no one really pays attention. So that's something that we really want to work on, and then like work on developing communities and like going to them and asking them what they want, not just like saying, oh, we think this should happen here, but also working with community members to ask them how they want to improve their situation and work with them that way. And the second question?
Yeah, so I can answer that one. We definitely believe that we are ambassadors to Pakistan and Canada, and like alhamdulillah, people say that बाहर से लोग जो होते हैं वो इतना पसंद नहीं करते पाकिस्तानियों को. There's like a bad image of Pakistan. But yeah, but
Canada में
no, like people like think that, and that's like or even in America, people say that Americans don't really like Pakistan has like a negative image. People think that, and in some cases there it's because in the media
negative
because in the media Pakistan is shown as like a place where there's terrorists and all these things going on that aren't really good.
It's very negative and we're trying to change that narrative.
Yeah, and
sure.
and whenever we
चलिए तीन मुझे बताइए नेगेटिविटीज़ जो कि कैनेडियंस को मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन है और वो जज करते हैं प्री जज करते हैं पाकिस्तानी को वो तीन क्या सेक्टर्स होंगे एक तो आपने बता दिया टेररिज्म
like poverty, like they don't understand that there's people who are well established here too, and even like
उनको क्या लगता है कि ये कोई
like it's a developing country.
Yeah, I think they have that. I feel like most people, I'm not gonna like apply it to everyone, but they probably when they think of Pakistan they think of it as a developing country, so they think that like Lahore's malls don't exist, for example. Like if they come here,
they couldn't imagine that.
I don't think they could imagine that like these types of advancements have been created. But that's the thing. Like for the poor people, probably for like to be shopping in those places with those high prices and everything, like that's probably not a reality. But for the rich, like that's a facility that's there. And then I think the third thing would be the fact that it's really unsafe. That's a negative like image as well. But I feel like once you come here, you realize that like the people are very welcoming. It's not actually that bad. Like obviously,
the problems are there. They need to be fixed, but
at the same time, it's not that bad. And we're trying to change that because we want to show, like even through our documentary about girls' education, that like there's good stuff happening. Things are changing and improving. Even though there are still problems, we're trying to find solutions. And then at the same time, we want to send this message about Pakistan and how welcoming the people are, how incredible of a country it is in terms of culture and like the tourist destinations here. And so we want to show that this is different from like every other news story that is put out through like the West via media outlets, right? So that's
and another thing is like in real life, whenever we meet people and we talk about Pakistan in such a like a positive way, at first they're like, wow, really? But then like people have always welcomed us. They've never like, you know, judged us because of, you know, our scarves or, you know, where we're from or anything like that. Our community is so supportive of everything that we do. Whenever we run a lot of community events, we try to get involved as much as possible. Everyone's so kind and so nice, and we really love that community, and we've grown to become really involved with it. And another thing that we would like to say is that in the media in general, you don't see that many, you know, women who are Pakistani who wear hijabs, who are, you know, interviewing people like Prime Minister Trudeau and Malala, or going to the G7 finance ministers meetings. You don't see that type of thing, and we want to represent all those girls who look like us, who you know, dress similarly to us, and we want them to understand that, you know, they have a place in any field that they want to go into, and we're, you know, breaking barriers that way too, because we don't see women who look like us in the media, and we would like to change that now and try to introduce more women. You know,
आपने भी ट्रूडो और मलाला का जिक्र किया
जी,
एक ही सांस में
जी,
दोनों मुख्तलिफ हैं, मगर मैं आपसे ये जानना चाहूँगा कि आप ट्रूडो, प्राइम मिनिस्टर ट्रूडो के मतलब क्या कहेंगी, और उनका पाकिस्तान में बड़ा पॉजिटिव इमेज है, एक उनकी डैशिंग लुक्स हैं, और दूसरा जो है वो ऐसा लगता है कि पाकिस्तानी एक्सपैट्रिएट्स के साथ बहुत घुल मिल जाते हैं. सो एक ये बताइए कि ट्रूडो के मुतालिक आपके इम्प्रेशंस क्या हैं, और मलाला ने विज़िट किया, कनाडा भी विज़िट किया. सो मलाला इज़ अ फेस ऑफ पाकिस्तान, जो कि बड़ी एक मुख्तलिफ बात है. वो ये है कि वो एक ऐसे इलाके से उनका ताल्लुक़ है जो कि बड़ा पसमानदा इलाका है, इन द सेंस कि वहाँ पे वुमेंस एजुकेशन या गर्ल्स एजुकेशन बड़ी दूर की बात है, और उसकी उन्होंने बहुत भारी कीमत भी अदा की है. मगर पाकिस्तान में मलाला के मुतालिक कुछ कंट्रोवर्शियल सा इमेज है. तो आपके कमेंट्स ट्रूडो पे और मलाला पे, वन आफ्टर अनदर. आप पहले बताइए नवाल.
Yeah, sure. So just to clear something up, we interviewed both of them together. So it was Malala's girl power trip. When she actually did come to Canada, we interviewed both of them at the same time. So that's why we kept mentioning them together. Prime Minister Trudeau is an amazing person who represents Canada's belief in cultural diversity really well around the world, and that's probably why so many Pakistanis like him as well. He is representative of all cultures in Canada. Canada is not just a country of, you know, a certain one group of people. It is like, you know, a diverse cultural fabric of literally people from around the world in all parts of Canada. So he represents that really well, and I think that he stands up for women's rights and gender equality all the time. That is something that he has brought into not only his parliament but also into his speeches and whenever he represents Canada as a country. So all of those things are really positive, and we really liked meeting him as a person. So kind, so down to earth, really welcoming. That was an incredible experience for us to be able to interview him and share his thoughts about, you know, Pakistan and other places around the world, to the rest of the world too.
Yeah, and in terms of Malala, we would say that she the platform she's been given now, it's incredible the work that they're doing and the advocacy work that they're doing. Like there's Malala herself, but then she's also, like the Malala Fund supports girl advocates. Like we got awesome opportunities to, you know, meet Malala and interview Prime Minister Trudeau with her, or when they sent us to the G7 meetings in Canada to be able to advocate for girls around the world. And it's not just us two, there's girls around the world that they're supporting and, you know, in their advocacy efforts, which is really awesome. And then at the same time, they're doing work for girls' education, and I think from that perspective, people should understand that like. I guess they are doing awesome work, and like it is having an impact, and it's impacting girls like in real life too. So from that perspective, I would say that you know, she's an awesome person, and there are controversies, but there's controversies with
like,
everybody, controversies with everyone. Like who. There's controversies with Imran Khan, right? And like for us, he's like our hero and we really like him and stuff, and then someone's gonna say something bad about him and we're gonna respect their opinion, but at the same time you gotta like understand that no one's perfect and no one's gonna have no one's gonna be like liked by everyone, right? So there was a quote that like a person who's liked by everyone is a hypocrite because they keep on like changing themselves wherever they go. And so in that sense, I feel like you can't, like, there's rarely someone who's like famous and doing something and they're not controversial. So yeah.
Got that. Yeah. अच्छा ये बताइए कि पाकिस्तान में आपको किन चीज़ों में अच्छा कंफर्टेबल लगता है और मज़ा आता है, और कनाडा में कौन सी चीज़ें हैं जो यहाँ पे नहीं हैं और वहाँ मज़ा आता है? तो यहाँ पे क्या चीज़ें कनाडा की आप मिस करते हैं और वहाँ क्या आप पाकिस्तान की चीज़ें मिस करते हैं?
कनाडा में हम इधर के लोग बहुत मिस करते हैं. हम इधर जब भी आते हैं तो इतना प्यार करते हैं सारे हमारे से, और लाइक सब कुछ अपना अपना लगता है. तो that kind of thing, like moving to a different country, it's a great place, you know, so well developed, and obviously it's a developed country. There's so many good facilities, people, everything is good there. But you know, you take time to get used to that. सब कुछ जिस तरह हम शुरू में जब गए थे, हम सिर्फ 5 सालों के थे और हमें इतना अजीब लग रहा था सब कुछ. और we missed Pakistan a lot. We still miss Pakistan. That's why we come back so often. So yeah, just something good about Pakistan that we miss over there. The food is really good here. You don't get a lot of that over there. That's just one thing.
And in terms of, I think something that I miss about Canada that we don't have over here is like, you can go anywhere and like on the street or whatever and like no one stares at you. Over here people stare a lot and it can get really uncomfortable. Like over there, if you're like if someone is staring, because I get it, like we're twins and we dress alike, so sometimes people get a double take, but then also over here, like if someone's staring at you and you look back at them, they'll continue to stare and then you look away and it's just kind of uncomfortable. So I just miss being able to like go around freely doing whatever I want and not having everyone look at me. So yeah.
Okay. अब मुझे ये बताइए आप कि अभी जो इस बार का आपका विज़िट है पाकिस्तान का, वो किस फोरम को रिप्रेजेंट आप कर रहे हैं? आपका मेन स्टे क्या है? इस मेन फोकस क्या है? इसके मुतालिक आप बताइए नवाज
जी. So basically the two of us are founders of The World with MNR, which is a media platform that we started in 2015, which is like, you know, across social media. So we, you know, work on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We basically share, you know, different stories of individuals who are doing good work in, you know, around the world and ourselves. And whenever there's a certain issue, we're trying to change media so that you're not just showing the issue, but you're also showing how viewers can take action, how they can do something about it. Because a lot of the time हम जब भी न्यूज़ देखते हैं इतनी बुरी खबरें आ रही होती हैं लेकिन किसी को पता नहीं होता कि मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ इनके बारे में. And then you just, you know, you turn it off and it's kind of apathy build up होती है. और ये हमें हमारा दिल है कि हम इस चीज़ को चेंज करें कि जो भी कुछ देख रहा होगा टीवी पे वो कुछ कर भी सके उसके बाद. So that's why whenever we make videos or we share posts on Instagram or whatever, you know, social media, we also say, okay, this is how you can get involved, this is how you can take action. So with that platform, we're here in Pakistan filming a documentary on girls' education, featuring you know, this, like, you know, a school in our village where we started our work when we were 8 years old, and we, you know, work with the girls there so that they could continue their education. We're showing that. We're showing different individuals from different industries who have done work for girls' education, and we're going to be sharing that documentary on our social media, but also with the United Nations Girl Up campaigns. They have clubs around the world, over 2,000, which different girls from different schools have started. So it'll be shown on all those schools so that all those girls from around the world can look at Pakistan in a different light. They can see that there are problems, but there are also things that are being done to solve them. So
for sure. And I think also Another thing is we're trying to get different perspectives from different industry leaders. So it's also about women empowerment and girl empowerment and what their thoughts are on that. So we're looking for those different perspectives from like the healthcare industry, from like business and artists and things like that. Even people on a grassroots level that are working directly for girls' education. And so we want to be able to give that perspective and show like Pakistan as well. And hopefully through this platform we'll be able to create some change and like impact some people and viewers who are going to watch this documentary. So we're really looking forward to that.
مریم یہ بتائیے کہ آپ پاکستان کے کون کون سے ایریاز میں گئے اپنے اس بچیوں کی تعلیم، بنیادی تعلیم کے لیے اور پھر بنیادی تعلیم سے سیکنڈری لیول کی تعلیم تک کے لیے، میٹرک یا اس سے بیونڈ، تو آپ کہاں کہاں کن کن ایریاز میں آپ کو جانے کا اتفاق ہوا اور آپ کو کیا مشکلات پیش آئیں؟
ابھی سو فار ہم 1 مہینے سے یہاں پہ ہیں، تو ہم اپنے گاؤں میں کام کر رہے تھے، وہ پنجاب کے اندر ہی ہے، اور ہم ابھی ساؤتھ پنجاب بھی جانے کی کوشش کریں گے، وہاں پہ ملتان کے قریب کچھ سکولز دیکھیں گے، ابھی اندرون لاہور میں بھی ہم گئے تھے، اور اس کے علاوہ میرپور آزاد کشمیر میں بھی ہم جائیں گے. تو ان جیسے تھوڑا سا ہم اتنا پورا پاکستان بھی نہیں دیکھ سکتے، جیسے ابھی بلوچستان نہیں گئے یا KPK اور مطلب گلگت بلتستان نہیں گئے، اور وہ ہم نے اس ٹرپ میں مس کیا. ہم کم ٹائم کی رہتے ہیں، انشاءاللہ مطلب فیوچر میں کبھی ہم جا سکیں گے اور ان جگہوں پہ سندھ وغیرہ ساری جگہوں پہ جا سکیں گے. لیکن سو فار آئی ڈونٹ تھنک ہمیں we've not really faced any like barriers or like difficulties, maybe scheduling conflicts and things like that, or like ourselves, we haven't faced any issues with filming, but definitely the issues that we've seen in those communities, they continue to exist.
Kya bade masail hain?
So one of the biggest things is like in our village itself, where we spend most of our time, is poverty. So people who send their kids to school think that they can't think that far into the future, right? Because if you're hungry,
unka zyada mainstay of work kya hai?
So
وہاں پہ رہنے والا
جی ادھر وہ زمینوں کا کام ہوتا ہے،
کسان ہیں، فارمرز ہیں.
جی فارمرز ہیں. there's brick building factory there, there's a carpet making factory, so different areas, and people working in people's houses as like servants. So one of the biggest things that we found is that in that community, like people are poor, and so they think that their children will be better off working in people's houses than getting an education and eventually maybe going off to university and getting jobs. They can't think that far into the future because their kids are hungry that day, so they're thinking, okay, how are we going to make quick money? And that's the way that you can do that is send them to work in people's houses, no matter how bad that may be for their their futures, and that cycle of poverty is going to continue. Because jab wo bacche bade hoenge, unke paas bhi education nahi hogi, wo change nahi kar sakenge apne halat. So that's the main problem that we're finding. And it's not even it's not even a case of, oh, I don't want to send my girls to school. It's nothing like that. It's just the poverty aspect that's mainly impacting people there.
اچھا مریم یہ بتائیے کہ یہاں کے جو بچے ہیں جن سے آپ ملے، چھوٹے بچے، گاؤں کے بچے، شہروں میں بھی آپ گئے، یہاں پہ آپ اندرون شہر میں گئے، ان میں آپ کو کیا نظر آتا ہے؟ کوئی انٹیلیجنس کینیڈا کے بچوں کے بنسبت انٹیلیجنس ان کی کیسی ہے، چیزوں کی گراسپ کیسی ہے؟ اور ایک چیز اگر میں انڈیکس آپ کو کہوں اپنے ذہن میں کریں، 3 انڈیکس میں آپ دونوں بہنوں سے پوچھوں گا کہ ان کو اگر آپ کمپیریزن کریں، کیونکہ پاکستان جو ہے ایک ڈیولپنگ کنٹری کو ریپرزینٹ کرتا ہے اور اس کی بیک گراؤنڈ پہ ڈاگماز ہیں، ریلیجس ڈاگماز، رائٹ؟ کینیڈا جو ہے وہ ایک ڈیولپڈ کنٹری ہے اور اس کی بیک پہ جو ہے ڈاگماز ریلیجس کم ہے اور ڈیموکریٹک زیادہ ہیں. اس پرسپیکٹو سے آپ دیکھ رہے ہیں، اور 3 انڈائسز ہیں، 3 پیمانے ہیں جن پہ آپ نے پرکھنا ہے ان بچوں کو اور وہاں کے بچوں کو. ایک یہ بتائیے کہ ان کی انٹیلیجنس کیسی ہے یہاں کے بچے اور وہاں، ایموشنل انٹیلیجنس کیسی ہے 2، اور نمبر 3 ان کا ہیپینس انڈیکس کیسا ہے. مشکل سوال تو نہیں زیادہ؟
نہیں کوئی نہیں زیادہ مشکل. آئی تھنک ان ٹرمز آف انٹیلیجنس both are equally intelligent. यहाँ के बच्चे बहुत motivated होते हैं. We go to universities and we speak to students and meet with students there, and they're very motivated. They want to do something, and we see that in Canada as well. So we speak over there a lot, and we'll meet with university students, high school students, primary school kids, and they're all very excited and they want to do something, because that's the nature of the events that we attend, and so we meet those types of kids. Even in the schools, I found that younger kids are just both in Canada and over here, they're just generally more excited about everything, and they want to go out and do stuff and have fun and whatever. So I think that's something, I guess that goes into the emotional as well. The younger the kids are, the more they show their emotions and the more excited and happy they are. And the other one, what was the other one?
Happiness index.
Happiness index. I would say that over there, maybe over here too, when it comes to the private schools and the schools where sometimes in some situations kids will take their education for granted. Even we at some stages took our education for granted, that we get to go to school every day, and sometimes you're unhappy with your education and you're like, oh my god, I don't want to go to school today, I don't want to get up or whatever.
First world problems.
Yeah, but we're so privileged that it's not even a big deal, I don't want to go to school or whatever. So in that sense, kids who have that, who have been born into it, sometimes they will take it for granted and they won't be as happy with their education, versus if we our school in our village we go to, and those kids that have started going to school and stuff, they're always really happy, and in that sense they're very excited. Or we went to the interior Lahore, Andrun Lahore ke andar school hum visit kiya, bahut khush the bacche, they're they know that this is a big thing, their education. Over there too, there's talks and there's things where you compare education over there to education in developing countries, and you have to tell the students sometimes and remind them that you have this great opportunity. And those kids are really good too, they know, and they'll realize too, but their problems are perhaps more I need to get these grades and all these types of things, and sometimes you forget about how privileged you are to be going to school, and the learning aspect is
I think that in Canada, it's everyone gets access to education, and
same quality
of education. Even there's very few private schools. If there are private schools, I don't even know where they are. There's some that, but mostly it's public schools, and public schools are really lots of good education. But I think that because everyone gets access to it, kids have their own problems and stuff that they may have going on at home, but when they go to school, they're oh, I need my snack now, I need to I need to take a nap, and they're really what I've seen is maybe as they grow a little bit older, they're a little bit fussy and things like that. Over here the kids are so good, they've never been fussy in front of us. So over there they're just attitude.
I find that as well. But overall I feel
I think both at the beginning of school, when you're starting off, you're just really excited in general. Kids over there, kids over here, very excited, ready to go to school because it's a new experience for them. As you grow older,
school starts becoming more stressful. There's the workload increases and all this type of thing. But I don't think, because their situations are so different, because of the environment over here versus the environment over there, I don't think you can compare these things without considering those different challenges. And I don't think there's a difference in intelligence or happiness or emotions on
the individual itself.
Overall they're probably the same, but the way that they get their happiness or the way that their emotions work and everything is different because their environment is different, I would say. So in that sense, pretty much the same, but at the same time, their situations are completely different. So the way that they act and behave and all this type of thing, it's quite different for Canadians and Pakistanis.
अच्छा जी, ये बताइएगा नवाल कि Canadian Pakistanis, the Canadians who are living there, not going from Pakistan, and the Pakistanis here, particularly the parents, the older people, who are more stressed out?
Stressed out.
इन तीन ग्रुप्स में से ज़्यादा ज़हनी दबाव का शिकार कौन लोग हैं? जो पाकिस्तानी फैमिलीज़ वहाँ जाके रह रही हैं कनाडा में, या जो कनाडा के पहले वहाँ पे बसने वाले हैं, या यहाँ के पाकिस्तान जिनसे आप आके मिलते हैं पाकिस्तानी?
If you look at our family over here, everyone's really relaxed. There's not really anything that I feel they're stressed about. Because, you know, they're natives of over here. There might be, you know, problems and stuff that, you know, mulk mein problems hain, like they get concerned about that. But in general, they feel, it feels like they're really relaxed. And the older people are retired now, so it's just, they're enjoying life, I guess. And when you see Pakistanis moving from Pakistan to Canada, obviously it's a big culture shock. So they're really stressed. They're trying to adjust. They're trying to find, you know, a proper place for their families to live. It's a hard transition. And then if you look at Canadians who are living there, I feel like in Canada in general, like you have to work really hard for everything. Over here, like most of our family members have people in their house to help them out, and it's not just them who has to, like, you know, they don't have to go to work and wash the dishes when they come home. In Canada, it's a whole other thing. Everyone has to do everything by themselves. There was someone who was there who said, "Idhar to apni kabar bhi khud hi wo karni padti hai." So yeah, that's how it is. So that's why obviously the people who live there are going to be stressed out.
I think of the three groups, the Pakistanis or like any immigrant who moves there is probably the most stressed out.
Yeah.
Out of, like, because it's like you're a native of this country and it's your own like place and whatever, and then moving to another country and starting from scratch.
And you have so many
like,
expectations, which
yeah.
might not all, you know.
Yeah, I feel like of the three groups, they're probably the most stressed out.
Yeah.
کینیڈا کی سب سے خوبصورت نیچرل قدرتی جگہ آپ کو کون سی لگتی ہے؟
Vancouver, and like there's on the west coast there's a lot of mountains, and absolutely we love that place. Like we went for the first time
یعنی وہاں پہ دنیا کی ہر چیز ہے, جیسے پہاڑ بھی
ہیں,
سمندر بھی ہے اور گرینری بھی ہے.
Greenery bhi hai, desert bhi hai. Okay, like when you look at in the west coast, like on one side of the mountains, like a lot of the mountains, there's so much rain. It's like
lush
really
green.
Lush green. Yeah. The trees are like huge. Like to stand around one trunk of a tree, you need 20 people. Like that's how big the trees are. They're huge. And then on the other side of the mountain, there's like desert. There's desert. In the north, you find a tundra, which is complete, like no, like I guess no people, no sun for 6 months. Like Canada is a very diverse place.
کیا آگے الاسکا وغیرہ شروع ہو جاتا ہے؟
Alaska is on the northwest.
Up ہے.
Yeah, but up, yeah.
And like near the north
تو یہ
pole
کون سا
actually.
ٹنڈرا شروع ہو جاتا ہے؟
Tundra, matlab,
It starts
Canada, most of like the north belongs to Canada, like that area, and a lot of it hasn't even been explored because of how cold it is and how like the barren land or whatever, but it belongs to Canada.
Yeah.
So like there's so much diverse landscapes there, and we'd love to like one day go and see all of it. But
going around all of Canada, it's like there's so many Pakistans that you can fit in all of Canada. That's how big it is.
Yeah.
Population-wise, Canada is very less because not a lot of the places are habitable, right? So it's only along the southern border that mostly people live because the temperature is cold there, but it's livable, right? We love Vancouver and like Whistler in that area where there's all the mountains. We went for the first time like this year, like last year. Just absolutely gorgeous. You feel like so small as a human to be among all those, you know, tall mountains, and you just really see what God is capable of making.
Yeah, and like I think in Pakistan we'd like to see that as well. Gilgit and all these beautiful like mountainous areas, and we just really like mountains. So.
Yeah.
آپ نے لاہور پاکستان میں کون کون سی جگہیں وزٹ کی ہیں مریم؟
ہم نے پنجاب so far visit کیا. We haven't really been anywhere. کشمیر گئے میں تھوڑا سا, مطلب وہاں پہ ہمارے like from our dad's side like people are over there. لیکن even that we haven't really explored a lot.
کشمیر کا لینڈسکیپ آپ کو کینیڈا سے کچھ ملتا جلتا لگا؟
We haven't been to like the places.
وغیرہ دیکھ.
Yeah, we have seen that. Like even جب اسلام آباد جاتے ہیں تو وہ تھوڑے بہت پہاڑ نظر آتے ہیں تو وہ بہت اچھا لگتا ہے. لیکن مطلب
we haven't been to the real like north of Pakistan.
Mama Baba گئے میں like north and all these places, and we really want to go. So whenever we come and take time for just that, we'll hopefully inshallah one day we'll be able to see that as well.
یہ بتائیے کہ پاکستان کو مختلف فورمز پہ کچھ خواتین جو ہیں وہ ریپرزینٹ کر رہی ہیں پاکستان سے گئی ہوئی, ایون امریکن پاکستانی لینیج کی خواتین کچھ پالیٹکس میں بھی نظر آتی ہیں, فار اینڈ فیو ان بٹوین ان یو ایس اے, پھر یونائٹڈ نیشنز میں نظر آتی ہیں, پھر شرمین چنوئے ہیں, اور اس طرح کی بہت سی ہیں جو کہ پاکستان کو ریپرزینٹ کرتی ہیں. تو یہ جو ڈائیورسٹی آپ کو نظر آتی ہے پاکستان میں, کہیں تو بیچاری غریب خواتین ہیں, پڑھی لکھی بھی نہیں ہیں, اپنے جو حقوق ہیں ان کے لیے بھی نہیں بات کر سکتی, اور کچھ پاکستان کا ایسا فیس ہے جیسے ہماری پرائم منسٹر تھی بے نظیر بھٹو. تو یہ جو ڈائیورسٹی ہے, پھر آپ اتنی مشکل میں تھیں ملالہ, اور پھر اب پوری دنیا کو ریپرزینٹ کر رہے ہیں, نوبل پرائز laureate ہیں. تو یہ جو ایک ڈائیورسٹی آپ کو پاکستان کی فیبرک میں نظر آتی ہے, how do you envision that?
I think that's something that like it exists everywhere, but probably like on a more extreme level here because of like the class difference, and probably you'll see that in like other South Asian countries as well, or wherever that class difference is a really big issue. But like for me, I think that like the government and people themselves, honestly, you can't even put it on the government. People have to take action themselves, and grassroots like things will have more of an impact. And if lots of grassroots initiatives starts happening, that will have more of an impact than like one government regulation or something, because that's where you see the change. So we hope to work in some way, like even if we can change like the situation in our village and make things better for them by the time we grow up or whatever, that will be very impactful. And we hope that there's lots of talent here, right? Like people are incredible, they're geniuses and everything, but they need access to the resources to be able to channel their talents and whatever they have within themselves or whatever they hope to achieve from life. So it's like the responsibility of people who are privileged, who have the opportunities already, to be able to try to give those same opportunities to people who don't have them. So we will try our best to work throughout our lifetime to be able to work for those people, and try to ensure that they have access to resources and be able to channel their talents, or yeah.
Anything you would like to add to that?
Yeah, I think that what Miriam said was perfectly, that was like the right thing, because when you have different opportunities, something that we hear a lot whenever we're working in development and things like that is that you get privilege is a big thing in Canada and America, because there's so many people of different races and different cultures. If you're from a certain culture, you already get a head start. There's something called the white privilege. If you're white, there's certain privileges that you get automatically. In the same way, I think that when you have, when you're given the privilege of, having money to support yourselves and your family, you can put yourself a lot further than someone else who has the same talent as you but doesn't have that kind of money. So that's why you see this diversity of women who are so successful and they're so talented, right? So it's so amazing that people like Sharmeen Obaid are given the opportunities to be able to use their talents and create amazing documentaries about Pakistan. And if we were able to give all women in Pakistan that same kind of opportunity, that would be amazing. Women and men, like little girls and little boys, we need to give everyone those same opportunities. And we find that in Canada, class differences is not really a thing, but races, if you're from a certain race, then a lot of the time
racial discrimination Canada mein mehsoos
Canada
hoti
mein bahut kam hoti hai, but it's like a hidden problem. It's around the world, I feel like any country that you have diversity, or that's the thing, every country has its challenges. Over here it's more like a financial discrimination or issue, but class difference or whatever. Over there I think it's more some groups feel it more than others, and we've been blessed to not feel that issue or discrimination or whatever, but it definitely exists, and we won't say that it doesn't, because a lot of people do face it. So
Pakistan mein, what's so stimulating for you? What stimulates you? What excites you about Pakistan when you visit this place?
That it's our own, that we're from here, and that whenever we see things improving, every time we come something improves, so that's really good. And we just see opportunity here in the people. We know that what excites us is that we find places and people, and we meet with awesome people who are doing great things, and that gives us hope for the future. And we hope that things will get better here, and that we will be able to contribute to that change as well.
Lahore mein kya khane वगैरह आपको कौन से आउटडोर्स में कौन सी मज़ेदार चटपटी मज़ेदार चीज़ें लगी?
हमें सब कुछ अच्छा लगता है. We try different things all the time, like golgappe, we like that a lot. We haven't tried them this time, but we will, inshallah.
Tummy upset होती है?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. But we get this time, we had our cousins come with us as well, so they had probiotics and all this type of stuff to help and whatnot. But we just ignore that stuff, and it's just, you just enjoy the food. And I think it's not necessarily that the food is bad over here. It's that over there we're used to GMO and that type of food. So over synthetic, here, really they make sure that everything is looks perfect. So there's a lot of GMOs and things that go into that. So the food is synthetic, and it's not as pure as it is over here. Over here you would try an apple or something. That's gonna be
आप लोगों का मूड यहाँ ज़्यादा अच्छा रहता है या वहाँ सेहत यहाँ ज़्यादा अच्छी रहती है वहाँ?
I think
mood تو دونوں جگہوں پہ اچھے ہوتے ہیں. We come here during our vacation, so we get happy here. صحت ادھر زیادہ اچھی رہتی ہے because we're used to that.
But I feel like whenever we travel, like
when we travel we get sick.
But
ٹھیک ہو گیا. موسموں کے متعلق بتائیے, پاکستان میں لاہور کے موسم اور ٹورنٹو کے موسم ان کو کیسے
they both have their extremes. So over there, like extreme cold, and it's like painful. It's so cold, like you can't even go outside. But over there, there's more like control. So like if you're inside your house or whatever, you won't feel it. But like even walking to your car to get somewhere, like that little trip you're gonna make for like 5 seconds, that can like, it's really like awful. Over here, we haven't been in the summer since we were like 5. So we've heard it's really bad. Even sometimes our trips get extended to like May. In the start of May, we're like, okay, we have to leave. We can't stay here anymore.
Because we're not used to the heat anymore. So both of them have their extremes, but we really like the summer there. That's like really nice weather. And we come in the springtime to Pakistan, so the weather is really nice.
اچھا جی, یہ تو تھے بہت سارے سوالات جو میں نے آپ سے کیے. اگر آپ کے دل میں کوئی سوال ہے تو اب آپ کے پاس چانس ہے کہ آپ مجھ سے پوچھ سکتے ہیں, اور ہم تقریباً اپنی اس آج کی جو ہمارا یہ پروگرام ہے اس کے اختتام پہ پہنچ رہے ہیں. تو اگر آپ کے دل میں کوئی سوال ہے مریم یا نوال, تو اب آپ پوچھ لیجئے اور پھر ہم آپ سے اجازت لیں گے.
لائک آپ نے اپنا کام ویلنگ ویز کے ساتھ کب شروع کیا تھا اور کیوں شروع کیا تھا ادھر؟
ویلنگ ویز, جیسا کہ آپ نے ڈاکٹر صداقت سے بھی ملاقات کی ہے, تو ڈاکٹر صداقت CEO ہیں ویلنگ ویز کے, اور یہ بنیادی طور پہ ایک ریہیب سینٹر ہے, ریہیبلیٹیشن سینٹر ہے, اور یہاں پہ سائیکیاٹرک ڈس آرڈرز یا جو لوگ نشہ استعمال کرتے ہیں, پاکستان میں یہ پرابلم بہت زیادہ ہے, اور اب تو ینگر ایج گروپ کے لوگ بھی نشہ استعمال کرنے لگ گئے ہیں. اور یہاں پہ پاکستان میں کیونکہ پاپی افغانستان میں کاشت ہوتی تھی, کلٹیویٹ ہوتی تھی, جس سے اوپیم بنتی ہے, تو پہلے تو پاکستان میں بہت زیادہ نشہ تھا ہیروئن کا, جس کو آپ ریفائن کر کے پروسیس کر کے آگے بڑھا سکتے ہیں. پھر یہاں پر ایک ویڈ کی طرح کی چیز ہے جس کو آپ چرس کہتے ہیں, تو یہ بھی لوگ بہت استعمال کرتے ہیں, اور ان کا یہ مسنومر ہے, یہ ان کی مس انڈرسٹینڈنگ ہے کہ اس سے موڈ آلٹر تو ہوتا ہی ہے, مگر وہ سمجھتے ہیں کہ اس سے کچھ اسپرچویلٹی بھی اچیو ہو جاتی ہے. اور پھر اس کے علاوہ یہاں پہ کینیبس ٹائپ ایک نشہ ہے جس کو بھنگ کہتے ہیں, اور کچھ مزارات جو ہیں, جو شرائنز ہیں, ان کے اوپر اگین لوگ بھنگ پیتے ہیں, اینڈ دے گو انٹو دیٹ ایکسٹیٹک فیلنگ. اس کے علاوہ جو پارٹی کے نشے ہیں, جو ینگسٹرز کے نشے ہیں, جیسے آپ نے کچھ ایسے سکولز کا ذکر کیا, یا جو لوگ افورڈ کر سکتے ہیں, تو وہ کچھ ایکسٹسی اور اس قسم کے پارٹی پلز جو ہیں وہ بھی یوز کرتے ہیں. خواتین جو ہیں جو بہت ڈسٹربڈ ہوتی ہیں, یا کچھ مرد بھی, وہ جو پہلے پرسکرپشن پہ اینگزیولیٹکس دیے جاتے ہیں, بینزوڈائزپینز دیے جاتے ہیں, وہ یوز کرنے لگ جاتے ہیں, بٹ دے ہیو ہائی ایڈکٹیو ویلیو. کچھ لوگ اپنا موڈ سٹیمولیٹ کرنے کے لیے کوکین یوز کرتے ہیں, اور الکوہل کو کہ اٹ از این اسلامک ریپبلک, مگر پھر بھی ڈھکے چھپے لوگ حاصل کر لیتے ہیں اور الکوہل بھی یوز کرتے ہیں. سو ان سب چیزوں کو جو لوگ ایڈکٹس بن جاتے ہیں, کیمیکل سبسٹنس ابیوز کرنے لگ جاتے ہیں, یا الکوہولکس بن جاتے ہیں, تو کئی دفعہ ان کا کوئی موڈ یا تھاٹ ڈس آرڈر ہوتا ہے جس کو کنٹرول کرنے کے لیے وہ یہ یوز کرنا شروع کرتے ہیں, اور بعد میں وہ ڈپینڈنٹ ہو جاتے ہیں اور ہائی کوانٹٹی یوز کرنے لگ جاتے ہیں, کیونکہ باڈی میں ٹالرنس آ جاتی ہے, اینڈ دین it starts affecting their brain and their health, physical health. Some people use this and then they start to have problems in their psyche. So they become dysfunctional mentally, maybe physically, and maybe in their relations, in their family relations. In sab cheezon ko address karta hai Willing Ways. I am a doctor by profession. I did my MBBS from Allama Iqbal Medical College. And then I got associated with this organization which has a sister concern, بظاہر جو ہے اس کا کوئی اس سے تعلق نہیں ہے. ہمارے ساتھ میں یہاں پہ ڈائبیٹکس انسٹیٹیوٹ بھی ہے جس میں کہ ڈائبیٹکس کا ہم علاج کرتے. تو میں انیشلی آئی گاٹ انوالوڈ as a physician with diabetics. But later on I developed this propensity and liking for treating those who are having this substance abuse, and which is becoming a scourge and a big problem in Pakistan. And the sooner we address it, in fact it should be preventive nature, because once you get entangled in it, then it is difficult to get into recovery and serenity and all that. So the best thing would be not to do chhed-chhad with it, not to get involved in it. So we are working on that. Our channel here, the channel that you are appearing on, it's a social media channel, and we are reaching out to people on Facebook and social media such as YouTube, and we are trying to create this awareness for diabetes, because diabetes is also a disorder in which, metabolic disorder, in which we are not taking care of our sleep, our physical activity. We tend to eat more, and sedentary lifestyle and stress that can cause type 2 diabetes. تو یہ جو سارا سینیریو, this is what I'm involved with now with Willing Ways as well as Diabetics Institute. We have a third subsidiary as well, which is Sadaqat Clinic for low-end people who cannot afford this high-end treatment at Willing Ways. And then there's this last venture. If you'll pick up this bottle, please. This is our clean water initiative. This is our local, the water that we cleanse and manufacture in a way. This is Thanda Thar Pani. So these are the ventures we are having right here.
Awesome.
And this for public awareness. We have having interviews like you, young people, diverse fields, and but mainstay is psychology and physical health. So being a doctor, I'm involved with all that, and moreover I've been having a stint with a radio for past more than 20 years as a mainstream presenter or DJ. So that's like personal private outlet for me, just to feel good or something like that.
Very cool.
So it was great having you here in the show.
Good to be here as well.
Good to meet you, Maryam, Nawal, and I wish you all the very best in your endeavors. آپ لوگوں نے جتنی بھی آپ نے اردو سے میری بھی انگریزی کرا دی. مطلب میں سارے پروگرام میں اردو بولتا رہا, مگر وہ آپ سے باتیں کرتے کرتے مجھے ایسے لگا تو اردو کی کمی رہ گئی.
اردو ہمیں آتی ہے, لیکن اب مطلب جب چھوٹے ہوتے تھے تو وہ اماں بابا کریکٹ نہیں کرتے تھے, ہم اگر کوئی غلطیاں کرتے تھے تو اب مطلب عجیب ساؤنڈ کرتا ہے اگر ہم ہماری غلطیاں بھی تک ہیں. سو
آپ کو لگتا ہے ایسا
انڈرسٹینڈ بھی کر سکتے ہیں, لیکن
آپ کو لگتا ہے ایسا, حالانکہ ایسی بات نہیں ہے.
اچھا
ہاں
ہم جو بھی بولتے ہیں تو پھر ابھی اماں بتاتی ہیں کہ اردو جو بولتے ہیں نا آپ پھر پتہ نہیں کچھ لفظ آپ صحیح طرح نہیں بولتے ہو. تو
کوئی بات نہیں. دیکھیے کوئی بھی کام ہو کرتے کرتے آ جاتا ہے, مگر ہم وہ اگر کریں ہی نا,
ہم گھر پہ اردو بولتے ہیں لیکن مطلب اس وقت اماں بابا کریکشن نہیں کرتے, تو یہاں پہ آ کے جس طرح ایونٹ پہ اسپیک کریں اور سب کچھ, تو پھر ساروں کو آتی ہے.
میں انگریزی تو نہیں جانتا نا, میں تو یہاں پہ رہا ہوں ساری عمر زیادہ تر, تو پھر بھی میں ہمت کر کے انگریزی جیسی بھی ٹوٹی پھوٹی بول لیتا.
نہیں آپ بہت اچھی بولتے.
تو اسی طرح سے آپ نے بھی گھبرانا نہیں, آپ کے جینز کے اندر مینیفیسٹ کر رہے ہیں وہ جو ہے نا جینز آپ کے, وہ ان کے اندر اردو بھری ہوئی ہے. لینگویج اگر زبان جو ہے وہ جینیٹک لیول پہ ہوتی ہے تو. So pleasure having you here. I wish you all the best, girls.
Thank you so much.
And I hope that inshallah you will do Pakistan proud, and you will represent Pakistani community the way you are, and you will make your parents proud, and you will make our heritage proud. And like I feel that you're ambassadors of Pakistan in Canada. کیونکہ مجھے ایسا لگتا ہے کہ جس کا تعلق ایک دفعہ پاکستان سے جڑ جاتا ہے وہ دنیا کے کسی بھی خطے میں چلا جائے اور جہاں کی بھی مرضی شہریت حاصل کر لے, پاکستان سے ناطہ نہیں ٹوٹ سکتا.
جی بالکل.
تھینک یو ویری مچ, پلیزر ہیونگ یو ہیئر. خواتین و حضرات, اس کے ساتھ ہی آج کے پروگرام سے اجازت دیجیے گا. یہ ہماری بچیاں تھیں فرام کینیڈا, پاکستانی ایکسپیٹریٹس نوال اینڈ مریم ٹوینس ایکٹیوسٹ اینڈ جرنلسٹ, اور ان کے ساتھ خوب مزیدار گفتگو رہی. انشاءاللہ آپ سے پھر ملاقات ہوگی. اپنا بہت خیال رکھیے گا. اللہ حافظ.